Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Pinkley. Welcome to the Ranting Raving Pod. Today I got with me
your boy Too Cocky Dre, aka Mr. Brothers from Feathers, aka Mr. Keep It Cocky.
and our special guest host,
Double True. You know what's up?
Double True. Let them know what you do one time. Let them know who you are.
I'm 22 years old. I do music. I'm an R&B artist. I play piano, play guitar, and I'm also a dancer and a poet. I've done it all of my life, and I'm just glad to be here.
Yes. Give it a one time for Double True.
Yeah, you like a well-rounded artist. You are an artiste.
Yes.
I feel like when you play all them instruments and you sing and you dance, that's an artist. Straight
yeah,
up.
right? You do a little bit of everything.
That's right.
So, for starters, we're going to get into words of wisdom per usual. As you guys know, we've been taking it back and moving forward from there. So, to this week, we're going to tap into episode 3. Episode 3 of Words of Wisdom was do what works for you. And in the episode, I mainly am saying, do what's conducive for your lifestyle, not what you see, not what's trending, not what you want. You have to do what works for you in the moment that you're in the space that you're in. And, one thing I think I use the example of like people who may be like fat or like overweight, and they may not dress. They may see like someone who's like in a different weight class wearing something like, oh, I would love to wear that. And then they wear it and it doesn't look good on them. And it's not because there's anything wrong with them per se, right? Mm-hmm. It's just that doesn't work for you. So it's best for us to do what works for us. And in Words of Wisdom, I always take it down to a very lighthearted, like kind of like a peanut brain type of example. And I take it down that way, so that way it's easily accessible for everyone. Everyone can understand it. Like, it doesn't matter if you're, the smartest or not the smartest. So you're going to get the message. And so that's why I use those types of examples. And I felt like that was the best way to literally make someone understand that, like, sometimes you can't wear everything, whether that be physical, mental, emotional, like psychological, whatever these, whatever these things are, like, we can't always have them, because they're not meant for us. So long story short, it's do what works for you, do what's in your best interest, do what's conducive for your lifestyle and your the best you. You guys disagree? You agree? Some feedback?
I definitely agree. But one thing I don't agree with is when you said that it's not necessarily nothing wrong with them. No, it definitely is. It's a big problem with them, because they actually thought that it was okay to put that on. It's like in your head you was like, that's gonna work. And it's like, I know for a fact when you looked at it on the smaller female, you did, like, I know you pictured it on you, but the thing is, you ain't pictured it on you stretched out. That's the problem. You gotta look at it like, what does the stretch version look like?
Why is he like that?
What does it look like? I'm just saying. Woo. So, I get exactly what you mean by, because, listen, I'm not gonna lie. When I'm out with my mom, y'all might call us the worst, because we see a big chicken son and chick on the business wearing, my mom be like, ew, look at her. And I be like, right.
Right.
She knows she out of pocket. So, look, definitely, I definitely agree where you coming from, but it's like, y'all gotta be safe with how y'all coming out here.
Yeah. Nothing against the big backs, okay? Nothing, not too much. Nothing against them. I just feel like, yeah.
You're nothing against the big backs. I had them small, tall, skinny, and all. I'm just saying. Be cautious about what you put on. Because big girls can still dress. Y'all can still get sexy. But it's a way how y'all do it, though. Yeah. I see a lot of sexy big girls. I be looking at y'all. I'm just saying, But Truth, how you feel, Truth?
I can most definitely agree with that. Only because a lot of people, they be having like the audacity to step out not looking right. And you come out like you need to bring it. I feel like you should always like be strong in your appearance and to be very aware about how you're surrounded by people and how they view you as. Not that I'm saying to worry more about how other people think about you, but worry about how you think yourself. When you step outside, you should look like that you love yourself.
Exactly.
You should look like that you appreciate what you got going on. Whether you're fat, skinny, All
Tell
of
the
that.
truth. I love that. I love that
That's
you
true.
just said that. I really love that. My mom has a saying she's told me forever. She said, when you feel your worst, look your best. So like some days she would like just be super cute and I'd be like, oh my, you look cute. Like, you know, in high school it's like, oh, you look cute. And she'd be like, yeah, happens one of them days. And I'd be like, and so as I get older, I know the cuter my mom looks for no reason, probably the more stressed out she is.
Right.
But she wearing it well though. She's wearing it well. So I kinda like that mantra, and I like what you said too. Like when you leave the house, you should feel like you should look like you love yourself. And I feel like that like just segue and like outside of like just the topic itself, that is that shows the difference between who loves themselves and who doesn't, because some people really don't. And that's when you see them like walk around in like pajamas and bonnets. And see, one thing about it, I'm sorry, real quick, y'all, I haven't exposed this about myself on this pod yet, but I'm gonna just lay it out for y'all right now.
An exclusive.
Do not rock with the public bonnet gang. I do not rock with the public bonnet gang. I do not rock with the public bonnet gang. If you wear your bonnet in public, I can't rock with you.
But so you saying that? So you saying even if they got a real good reason to have it on, you still not rocking?
I haven't found one yet. I need a good reason.
Alright, so what if she just got her hair done, right? And she about to put on a dress. Like, let's say she goes to like a wedding or something, but she got to run to the store real quick. But she not supposed to have like that hair out. It's still not acceptable then?
No, I don't believe in wearing bonnets anywhere. I feel like I would take if I was in that situation, I would take the bonnet off and then put it back on. That's why I'm locked, so I'm cool.
But no, see, that's the thing. She getting ready for a wedding. Every chick that's getting ready for a wedding, they know you can't, like, it's cool to go out with their hair, but it's like you can't go out with it officially yet. Like, it need to be top class, like, you know. So it's like, that's why I said, like, I get for some things. Now, if you just running out the crib and, you know, your hair just done, but it's like, you feel like, you know what, I'm not trying to show it yet, you wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I see what you're saying. I just don't agree. I just don't feel like it's ever a reason. I don't know. I'm just anti-bonnet. It's the same thing to me as wearing like pajamas. I don't know.
See, I don't agree with. And it's like, that was, you know what?
If you viewed it the same way, you wouldn't agree with it either. You just
I just
view them the same way.
See, that's the thing. You can't view them like the same way because pajamas and like I'm gonna call it a hair scarf. It's two different things. Way two different things. It's like, now, some of y'all gonna get offended, and that's fine. I ruffle feathers for a living. But that whole pajama thing started with white people. For years, as I was coming up, I've seen white people in many counties and many states and many cities outside in their baggy pajamas on and hoodies on. Now, the kids worldwide have adopted it. So now y'all took a white thing and made it an everybody thing. And I want all y'all to stop. You know, so crazy. Me and my daughter had a debate last week. Like, yeah, Dad, some of the kids wearing their pajamas. But she wasn't saying that she wanted to wear hers. But I'm just letting her know that they nasty for waking up and coming outside like that. She said, no, Dad, they took showers and had put on fresh pajamas. I said, if you think that's what they did, okay. But know for a fact, none of those kids said, hey, I'm gonna take off these pajamas, take a shower, then I'm gonna put these pajamas on as an outfit. No. The whole point was they didn't want to get dressed. That's why they left the pajamas on.
I'm cracking up. So we're going to get into our next subject of the night, next topic of the night. So I saw a little, like a situation online. I don't know, I guess it's like a status of someone, and it drew me to, that's what drew me to come to our first topic, right? So, quote, I got an invitation to my cousin's wedding. She's getting married to the man that I was engaged to. He cheated on me with her. My aunt, my cousin's mom, is trying to convince me to go to the wedding because family is all we have. And that brought me to the conclusion, should you cut your family off if they violate you? Like, do we subscribe to the family is family no matter what? Or do we subscribe to boundaries and protecting peace by all costs? Like, what do we subscribe to? What are we thinking, fellas?
Truth, I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm kind of more about like on both sides, like a yes and no, because at the end of the day, it's still your family, but also at the end of the day, they should know to not uh, venture in and like breaking like your boundaries like that. Like once you set something and they know that you set that, then yeah, I do feel like y'all should like just you know end that relationship. Cause like if you're my mother and if you're out here disrespecting like my boundaries that I've set, then I can't trust you. And then you have to work on that trust. But then I'm on like the other way, like at the end of the day, that's my family, that's my blood.
Right.
How I was raised that like you always, be a ride or die for your blood, like to don't abandon them and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like I was always taught to forgive, forgive and forget, to move on. Don't dwell on it, on what happened in the past. Just worry about the present, focus on your future, and forgive and move on.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's solid.
I love that. I love how you put that. Because Pink, like when you really look at it right now, how he put that, that's the angel. Now bring it to the devil. Let's go. Now listen, right? This is where we really go with this one. I feel exactly where you come from, but if you violate, I'm gonna demonstrate. That's number one.
I'm gonna demonstrate.
All right, because
Lord.
because it's crazy that we really gotta worry about these things in life, and so whoo, I can't wait till this episode come out because I'm going to tell my cousin from Boston, if you ain't check out the pod yet, you better check out this episode because I was talking directly to you.
Ooh.
Oh,
wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Me and my cousin, we had a whole conversation about this same situation. Well, not about that situation with the girl, but it was like the situation of because I was telling him that if I talked to somebody once upon a time, if we dated or whatever, if I called you girlfriend, well, if I called the girl girlfriend, she's off limits. Off limits. Now, if we just had sex, have it. It was your turn. I get it. Sometimes that's what happens. Merry-go-round. But when that was my girlfriend and I called her girlfriend, don't you dare violate and ever do anything with her. Sex with her, talk, flirt with her, start a relationship with her. That's even worse. And my cousin's whole thing is, bro, if y'all ain't got no kids together, she open season. If y'all ain't got no kids together and y'all dated in the past, she's open season.
Wow.
And hell no. That's a big hell no. That's a big violation. If I was a girl, I'm not going to the wedding. You was my dude once. Pause. Not for me, I'm talking about her. Just saying, you was my dude once. And at the end of the day, you don't just move on to my cousin and then to send me a wedding invitation like, hey, come through. Because now who knows how deeply in love they was.
And the crazier part? I wanted you to finish,
No,
but I want to add this in. So now the crazier part is that the mom, like her aunt, the mom of the cousin who cheated with her, she's the one convincing her to try to go. She's the one basically like in the meme. She's basically states like, and my aunt is trying to convince me to go. So it's crazy that she's like subscribing to this as well.
Well,
right?
Here's the thing, right? Back in the day, aunties and them was into that. So for auntie, she looking at it like, girl, we used to do this back in the day all the time. Go ahead and go. Come on and pull up to the wedding. No, this is not back then. This is not back then. This is not back then. Feelings gotta be taken accountable, and it's like for real, main man, he trying to be real spicy with the whole situation. Cause why would you even want to even come? Oh yeah, that's your cousin, but no, I did her dirty. Let me not do that. Yeah. Somebody gotta speak up and be like, yo, nah, that ain't it. So I'm definitely not for it. I had cousins violate me. In ways that it wasn't even like this, but they done threw dirt out there on me that wasn't even true. Painted a picture about me. Like, basically trying to sabotage me all because they didn't have their way with, like, a certain situation. And it's like, now, I look at it like that situation did, and it's like normally I was the type that feel like we could come back from anything, but when I've now grown to realize it's certain things you can never come back from. So, if you ever see this, sis, come holler at me on the way. Don't. What you doing on there? Come see me.
So I think you guys both great input, good perspectives. I'll just say in closing, I think that with family, I think that you should always love. You can always have love for your family and everything. I just keep people at a distance. I do that anyway. Mm-hmm. So the more you end up violating me, we still family. That don't change the fact that we're family, but that don't mean I have to deal with you. That means I filled up my boundaries.
And I can still love you.
Yeah, I can still love you. I'm always gonna love you. If I love you, I always love you. That type of we family. That type of camaraderie is there, but I ain't playing you close.
Right, because I feel like when you really think about it on the landscape, it's like, all right, yes, cuz I still love you, but it's like you marrying this man in front of my face. You don't think that's going to do something to me a little bit?
Yeah, but we don't. So the one thing about it is, I think that we all agree on that it's kind of like a little boo boo
that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we're about to go on a quick break. Before we go on a break, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Pink Drink. Make sure you guys get your Pink Drink. I got Code Green, Toxic Tea, Tequila Red. Pre-orders available. Order form is in the bio at the Pink Drink's Instagram, PINKKDRINKKS. Or you could just shoot a DM, however you choose. But definitely 24/7 pickup and delivery. And make sure you get your Pink Drink.
Which one is that right there?
This is the Code Green Knockout Punch right here. The Code Green. So this is the first flavor. It's usually been the most popular, but I'm not gonna lie, Tequila Red. People were liking the Tequila Red and the Toxic. I don't even know it's the most popular anymore. So you guys,
he did 2 days ago.
You guys gotta check out the Pink Drinks. So we're gonna take a quick break. When we come right back, we will be discussing some trauma dumping, some trauma breakups, dating apps versus traditional meets, and more. Stay locked in with us, y'all. We talked about words of wisdom. Do what works for you. We talked about should we cut off our family members if they violate us. We got in deep with that one. And now we're about to talk about trauma dumping. So for those who don't know, trauma dumping is the act of offloading your trauma on someone surprisingly, unwarranted. So if you call your friend, hey girl, what you doing? Oh, nothing, girl. Just enjoying the sunshine. What you doing? Girl, let me tell you how. That's how it always starts. It always starts with the girl, let me tell you how. Or bro, let me tell you how. That's how it always starts. And then they start slowly trauma dumping. So now we've talked about this in past episodes of Words of Wisdom, but I'm big on the transfer of energy. And this is humongous, y'all. Take this in. If you are in a good mood and someone is in a bad mood and they call you and they trauma dump, essentially you receive all their negative energy, all their trauma. It transfers to you, and that person walks away feeling better. I think it's episode. Y'all killing me with the episode. I'm trying to say episode. I think it's episode in the 30s. I think it's or in the 40s. I'm gonna link it somewhere for you guys. I'll link it for you guys. But the episode talks about not being the hood Dr. Phil. Everybody shouldn't feel free to come to you. You know what I mean? And just offload everything they want. If it's important to ask people when they're talking to you, are you looking for solutions or you want to vent? Because I'm gonna ask the question, and when it's asked to me too, because sometimes I do it. When it's asked to me, I'm always taken aback. Ooh, I do sound like I'm just complaining and just going off right now. This is gross. Let me stop doing this. So I feel there's a difference between conventing and just wanting a solution and asking for help. In a way. So trauma dumping, do we think it's a thing? Do you guys have any experience with trauma dumping? Or
you want to go first, Drew?
Yeah, I can go first. Now, I always have been the hood Dr. Phil.
No.
All of my friends, they always come to me with their problems, and then sometimes they won't like what I will say, but then I will tell them, did you come to me to look for an answer, or did you come to listen to me?
Yeah.
And sometimes they be selfish and not be considerate about what I go through. About what I go through. You didn't even ask how my day was, but you're ready to tell me about how you feeling and unpacking all of that. Not realizing that can mess up someone's mental state. It could. Like, I feel like people, they should learn how to read the room.
Yes.
Like, if you see me like I'm not in a good mood, like not in a good mental state, you should unpack all of your problems onto me. I don't want to hear that. I'm not in a space where I want to hear what you got going on.
Right. No,
I'm still trying to solve what I got going on.
Yes.
I don't have enough time to worry about what you got going on.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes people can be very inconsiderate.
And then they walk away feeling so light and refreshed, and they feel better because you got everything out.
Everything out.
Terrible. How about you, Jay? What you feeling about this?
Well, me and Truth, we definitely share some similarities because, woo, I'm the hood Dr. Phil as well. Yeah. Like I never. It's funny that y'all say hood Dr. Phil. 'Cause I never call myself the hood Dr. Phil. I just say I be on some Dr. Phil. Like everybody look at me like I'm Dr. Phil. But you make a good point when you said something. It's like a lot of people don't be considerate of what you might be going through at the time. And it's like one time I actually had to check somebody when like they got mad at the answer and then send me love text messages. I needed to talk to you about yada yada boom boom boom. And I immediately called him and said, first of all, before you try to offload everything that you got going on, ask me if I'm in a position to actually receive it.
Right.
I might not be in that headspace. I might just be going through something myself at the time as well. Now, I've never, pushed anyone away. I've always been a listening ear. I don't mind being a listening ear, but people will offload on you at the wrong time. Or the one thing that I hate, oh my God, and I'm going to say hate. I'm not going to use this like I hate this. I hate when we in conversation and the person that you talking to just make the conversation all about them. Like they just keep going.
Yeah.
It's like, do I have any room? Is this a documentary I'm watching right now, or are we talking? What are we doing? And that's one of the things where people don't sit back and think, well, damn, like, before I lay all this on them, let me just let them know I need to talk to you. Like, I think people should starting off with that. Can I talk to you about something? Can I get your advice about something? Or can I just vent to you? Because a lot of times people don't want advice.
Mm-hmm.
And if you give them advice, you're not going to take it. So I even get to a point where as though when I had this one person in my life that, they be going through stuff, no shade to, but you be drawn sometime and you're the person that I still that make sure that I'm in the headspace. But when a person keep going through the same thing, now you got to check them and say, listen, either you want to change your situation or stop telling me about it altogether. Yeah. Because now we're just a repeating cycle. You want to just keep, and it's like, same thing. It's like, first of all, I don't even watch the same movies over and over like that. Why I want to keep hearing the same situation over and over? If you're not going to change it, don't tell me about it. Because all you doing is just unloading some negative energy that I'm not willing to take right now. And, I know some people going to say, well, how is it negative? It's negative because when it becomes a point where they keep allowing themselves to go through the situation, now it's just, you're hurting yourself. That's a negative effect from it.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Streaming on all platforms.
All platforms. You love it till you
Shameless
don't.
Plug.
You love it till you don't.
You literally love it until you don't.
And what people got to realize is when you're going through stuff, ooh, I done got so better. I stopped cursing. I would have said the other word, but I'm not cursing no more on the pod. Yes. All right. So, it's like you basically, you can't keep listening to that person because if they're not trying to change their situation, then all they're doing is just keep offloading the same situation. And it becomes like a butterfly effect. The same thing is going to keep happening and you're not going to do shit to change it. So, that offloading trauma shit get real heavy.
Absolutely. That was a great take, guys. So now we're going to get into a term that I kind of created. It's called trauma breakup, right? And I feel like that's when someone breaks up with someone based on their trauma. So it could be like it's too much dealing with their trauma. It could be the effects of their trauma. It could be like constant reminders. It could be, I don't know, behavioral change. It could be a lot of different things involved with that. So, what do you guys feel about trauma breakups? Do you think it's a thing? Do you have any experience with it? Do you have a friend who know anything?
Go ahead, Drew. You can go, Drew. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I most definitely did like had experience. Like I was with this one person, and then they was telling me that they couldn't be with me anymore because they had like a whole lot of stuff that's going on with them and stuff, and like they can't handle that, and that they're not ready to be in a relationship because they can't handle that. And then, from how I look at it, I feel like that if you had all that stuff going on, then why waste my time like that? I feel like people should be honest about what they're feeling and what they're going through before you even get into a relationship. You can't get into a relationship if you're not okay with yourself mentally, because that doesn't just affect you; it affects the person that you're with.
Right.
Definitely. Definitely. I've also experienced trauma breakup as well. I would say that I did it to myself though, because it's like I knew. Yeah, that was definitely that's definitely a form of self-sabotage, because I knew how she was. Like I knew, like the signs came out, everything came out as we were together, and it's like, she was used to not having a loving, caring boyfriend. And when she get a loving, caring boyfriend, she tells herself and tells me, "I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it." So it's like at times things will be blown out of proportion, and things happen that shouldn't have happened. And eventually, she wound up ending things abruptly out of nowhere. And to this day, I still don't know why. But I knew that it would come one day, but me thinking I could save everything, me thinking that I could just be that person that, nah, it won't happen to, because if I just be patient with him, if I just show him that I love him, if I show her that, she's my world, then she won't go nowhere. But at the end of the day, she wasn't happy within herself, and it was nothing that I can do to make her happy. So, she definitely just traumatized the freak out of the breakup and just ended it all because of what she'd been through recently, and telling herself that she doesn't deserve happiness. She even said that, "I don't deserve happiness." But you don't deserve happiness because this person told you that? Come on.
So what's crazy, which I really love, I love this, but it's crazy because when I was thinking trauma breakup, I was actually thinking the opposite. And you guys both just came from like way different perspective, like the same perspective, but like a different one than I was thinking when I was thinking about it. And I love that. So kudos to y'all. That was lit. But yeah, I was going to say the other side of trauma breakup would be like you like not being able to deal with someone else's trauma. Yeah. Right? That'd be like the other side of it. So I feel like I like that you guys brought that up, because that's like a different, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like maybe someone being like, wait, I have too much going on. Like I have to step away. Like I can't do this because you may feel hurt already, but I don't want to hurt you more or something like that. Like, so I can understand. I think that's a decent person to be able to do that. And
the thing is, I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's like, I understand you looking at it from that point, because there is people in the world that feel like that they're not willing to take on someone else's trauma, so they like, let me just break it off with them. But it's like, I'm a firm believer of, if you love the person enough, you're going to rock out with them until it's basically nothing that you can do. So, certain people are like that, and I think that's the position that I was in, that I was willing to go through her healing process with her. But some people you can, some people you can't go through the healing process. Some people gotta go through their own healing process.
Yeah, I feel like the healing process, like, I feel like it needs to be done alone, because like nobody can, like, no one, as much as someone could be supportive, because I've definitely, like, even within like personally, like I've like received support in a relationship to kind of support that is unfathomable, right? Like that kind of like undying support in all ways, in all aspects. So like it kind of feels like someone could like point out things to you and say like, hey, like you do this and like it's bad, or like this is self-sabotage for you or whatever, but I feel like also you could just change it by doing this, and then it becomes, oh, sometimes it takes that other person to tell you too, or someone else, you know, that you care about to tell you. You're like, oh wait, I do that, like, oh, maybe I should do this instead, and it kind of like slowly you start working on it. But I feel like on Words of Wisdom I talk about mirror talks a lot, like having like literally, like, I know it sounds so crazy, but you like literally just get a mirror and kind of sit in front of it and look at yourself, and then like kind of, you can write it down or just say it in your head or say it out loud, like what you see and then like what you want to see. And I feel like some of those moments, journaling, like meditation, those some of those ways to heal, because like you need to think about like what the trauma is, like
Right.
you have to kind of dwell on it and understand it for you to defeat it. Like that's like a game that you don't know how to play, like on a level, like you're not gonna beat the level unless you, like, you know what I mean, you have some understanding. So I feel like, yeah, I think that's my main point. I don't want to dwell too much on it, but yeah, I just feel like overall that I like that you guys brought up that perspective. I like that we got to touch on both perspectives. So I want you guys watching on YouTube, hey y'all, I need you guys to comment. You know, have you guys experienced trauma breakup or trauma dumping? Either one. Let us know in the comments, because we like to hear what you guys have to say too. You guys have been showing us a lot of love in the comments. We so much appreciate it. We try to go back in and reply to the comments. Like, y'all been really showing us love on YouTube. So please continue to do so. And yeah, let us know. Have you guys experienced trauma dumping or trauma breakup, or you know, your story about it? Let us know. Hit us up. All right, so our next, the next thing we're going to get into is actually a scenario. So we're going to get into a little scenario, right? Okay, here's my phone.
Get your pink drink. They delicious.
Yes. So
Hit that DM.
yes, you already know Double Truth. She said, yeah. So we are going to get into, excuse me, guys, our next scenario, right? So our next scenario is, okay, I'm going to break it down to you guys. It's a lot, so take it all in. Caught my man texting multiple women, even sending 3 of them money via Cash App, about $200. So I kicked him out, and now he's begging to be back. So here's the rules. Pay stubs and money sent to me, sleeps on couch, work schedule needs to be posted, find a new job, quit your current job, phone password is now given. It's now given. No Facebook. Sunday and Wednesday, full dinner. No company for 90 days. No chill time for 90 days. Do the laundry every 2 weeks. If you have a problem with anything, stay out. Not one thing is negotiable. You mess up any of these rules and you're gone. Do not bring any of your belongings in my house. Take what you need in and out of your car daily. After 30 days, I'll see if you should move back in with all your things. So, fellas, would you or could you adhere to these rules if this was like, this is like Shorty Bay, like... This is like the one, like this is like, yo, this is my match, like we're gonna take over the world together, like it's us, like we boom, like, and you mess up, and she has, and these are the rules that she has for you. Are you adhering?
I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. If I did all what he did, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I do every single last thing on that list to the T. She gonna be looking at me like I'm just Mr. Perfect, cause that's what I feel like. To be honest, that's light to get back in. That's light. That's a light things like to do. So if he can't do that, if he don't even want to do that, then he don't want his woman back. If you really love her, you gonna do all that. You know you want to sleep on the couch for a while. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, phone password, she deserved that. pay stubs and all that, she deserved it.
No, paycheck and pay stub.
Paycheck, yeah. Well, she get like the whole paycheck.
Yeah.
Now, I gotta live. Now, not unless you're going to control my funds for me and I still get some of my paycheck, cool. But if not, that's the one thing that we can't agree on because, I still need to live. Now, if you're asking for a certain percentage of my paycheck, okay, cool. If you want, let's say you want 85% of it, I'm okay with that. No problem.
So what about the, you can't bring the belongings in the house, you have to leave them in your car?
I understand that. Right now, this is a trial error. So this is not my home anymore. This is a hotel.
But do you think, no, I'm gonna wait. All right, I'm gonna get double truth side, and I got another question for you after. I don't want to forget it, but I want you to, let me give double truth because I feel like you about to go on a tangent. So let me let you get yours.
Do you know what you're talking about?
I feel like, I most definitely agree with his point of view. Like, if you really love this person, you're going to do whatever that you need to do to make sure you earn that person's trust back. Because at the end of the day, the issue here is you lost her trust after doing all the things that you done.
That's right.
So she's not going to be able to trust you anymore. So, of course, you're going to need that password and pay stubs, and you need to follow her rules. If you love her, you will follow her rules. Now, if you don't, now that's a different story. Like, if you don't care about her, none of that, leave that alone. Go do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do. And if you love her, you're going to do everything in your power to get that trust back. Mm-hmm. So, I agree.
Okay. I have a question for you guys, but just in ending and just like in summation of this, I feel like what you said, I like it, but it also makes me question because it's like a person's going to do what they want to do. So like, all right, let me ask my question first and then I'm going to get to it. My question is, do you think the list is ridiculous? And then I'm going to give my piece at the end.
No.
I'm going to let you go. You don't think the list is ridiculous?
Mm-mm.
Okay. No. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why, in my opinion, I think
I said it's fair.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's what led me to the question. When you said that, I said, "Oh, I got another one." But like, I feel like to earn someone's trust back, it takes so much. It takes different things than these. Like, I feel like me asking, like, if a man cheats on me and I want to take him back, but I want to make him earn it, like, I feel like just checking in maybe would be a better way than like asking for your paycheck. Like, what is your paycheck doing for me to earn your trust? I understand that he was sending girls money.
That's the rebuttal to that.
I get it, right? But, like, also, you're not allowing this person to, like, if you're, I don't know, but then we don't know what's implied also, because I don't know if, like, she's taking it and putting it up, like you said, you don't know, we don't know how she's, like, distributing it, but, like.
Basically, she's probably making sure he got what he needs.
Probably, right?
So basically, she's like controlling his funds on some power of attorney type.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at all of this, like no company for 90 days, no chill time, like do the laundry. Like I feel like these things are not like these things are more petty. And you know what I always say, being petty doesn't pay. Cause like, what is like you like not being able to have company or you not being able to relax? Like there's no chill time.
The thing is that look. She's doing what she's doing because it's like this. All right, you hurt me. All right. You're not about to be in my crib chilling or in our house chilling, having your company over. Because here's the thing, right? For a fact, at least 3 of them people that you got coming over know exactly what you're doing with the other chick. Now that they know that your chick know, your chick gonna be feeling like you look like she look a little stupid. So for the next 90 days, while you back up in here, I don't want to see none of your friends and nobody gonna be laughing in my face, or we not gonna have no awkward moments. It could be that.
It could be. Mm-hmm. I see your point. I guess I just feel like there's maybe like the list isn't ridiculous. Maybe it's not. I feel like it is, but to some maybe it won't.
No, but I get where you're coming from because you're saying how am I gaining your trust back?
Yeah, I feel like I personally would probably want to implement more ways that I would feel like us rebuilding our trust more than me like on the get back. Like, but I guess it's perspective. You know what I mean?
That
however you see it.
Too,
That might be phase 2, but I feel like maybe I feel like a little bit she trying to get her look back a little bit. I feel like she trying to get her look back a little bit. But yeah.
But here's the one thing that you have to take away from this list.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't put on there, I get to go get my lick back with somebody else.
Well, that's corny.
You gotta respect her for that though, because a lot of people, they whole thing is, a lot of people be like, you know what? I'll take you back, but you gotta let me go get a pass.
Yeah,
a lot of people do that.
I hear. I think that's tit for tat. I think that's petty. I think that's
this right here
dangerous lane
is basically, all right, since you want to give out money, you ain't giving all the money to nobody. Give me all the money.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make sure that stuff get done like the right way.
I get her point. I just feel like it's that's my opinion. Just my
you
opinion.
Ain't got no chill time. Your chill time is in this house with me.
Yeah.
That's what she basically mean, because she's saying no chill time mean no going out with your friends. So basically. Right. And like the thing is, how she going about it like that isn't really healthy, because you can't gain his trust back by having him on a leash.
That's essentially what I was getting to. Yeah,
because like I said earlier, people are going to do
what they want to do.
Exactly. Go back to that. Yeah. Right. True. Right.
That's what I was trying to get to, but I was trying to give the breakdown of it. But yeah, that's essentially what it is. Like, you can have his Facebook password. What happens after 90 days when he changes it back? You're gonna be trying to sneak in his phone, like just let it go. Like he gonna do what he want to do regardless.
Phase 2 come with, okay, you got your John back, but don't change the password.
Maybe it does, but overall that still is unhealthy, and I feel like overall, like, I don't know, I learned my lessons about checking phones. I don't check phones because I know that, like, I feel like I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. If I feel like I need to do it, then there's a conversation I need to have with that person. I feel this way because of this, and I don't want to go through your phone and assume anything. So, like, what's going on? I feel like a conversation like that could be had. You know what I mean?
If I get a tingly feeling, I'm looking. I'm never gonna shy away from that, because here's the thing: a person will look you dead in your face and still lie to you with a straight face. So it's like, the thing is, bro, it's the people like, well, if you gotta check your person's phone, listen, man, no. People, look, then you also gotta look at it like this. People will lie to you about the smallest things. So if they're gonna lie to you about something small and stupid, they definitely gonna lie to you about something big.
I feel it.
And definitely, like, like, serious. So sometimes you got to go ahead and go get that look on. All right, you know what? Or I should set her phone down. The lock not on right now. Let me go ahead and go grab that real quick.
You know what? Like I said, I've learned my lesson about that. So
I mean, like, this is the thing. Yes, I've seen stuff that I didn't want to see, but it made me feel better then, because I knew that her situation was going to lie. I knew that she was going to lie, but now I know the truth. So now I know I get to go about it how I want to go about it now. See, I'd rather know. Some people be like, I'd rather not know until, like, I find out. No, if I can find out on myself, I'd rather know.
Well,
I want to know what's in your phone.
So we're about to segue into mentality for tonight. Right?
Alright, so yeah, mentality. Welcome to mentality, where it's not about the gender but more about the mental. So look, tonight mentality, we're basically going to get into the hardships of dating as a man. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard, y'all. It's hard. I ain't date, and man, it's been about, I want to say 2.5 years now that I've been, dating, and since I've been on a date, it's been 2.5 years, since my last situation. But, in today's society, dating is different now, because dating is all about, it's not about really connecting anymore in the beginning. It's all about connecting. Well, it is about connecting with women, but it's all about, they're not connecting with you, but connecting with your pockets. And, that's something that we really need to, like, get over, because at the end of the day, yes, it's about what we can do for each other, but it also gotta be about, if it's real or not. Like, it gotta be about, are we really connecting on a spiritual level? Are we really connecting on just a vibe level? Because sometimes you can connect with somebody on, like, a spiritual level, but y'all still don't vibe right. So, and a lot of times these women out here, they only see one thing. They only see, well, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my car note? Can you get my hair done? That's all they see. they see green. They're not seeing, well, what is he like personality wise? What does he like to do? I bet you a lot of women and men, y'all do it both sides. Y'all don't even ask what's your favorite color no more. That's important. What happened to getting to that? That is important. Because I'm asking that. I want to know what's your favorite color. Because here's the thing. It becomes important when you got to go get that gift. When she going to like a certain gift, but she would have liked it better in this color. But the thing is, if you don't know her color, how could you have done it the right way? So it's hard dating out here nowadays because it's not about each other. It's not about, like, you know, I say the inside. It's more about the outside. It's all about the look. Do we look good together? Do I look good in his car? Do I look good on his arm when we at dinner together? Do we look good at dinner together? It's like, man, can we look good in the supermarket together? Can we go in your crib or my crib and go cook a meal together and just vibe and, you know, just get together on like another level? I'm not gonna lie, I got that from my ex. Because she got me into the whole cooking like together thing. So that idea was actually dope because it's like, you know, we got to know each other on like a whole nother level. It's like, you gotta really get to know somebody on a universal level. If you don't know them, it's like, come on. How y'all feel about that though? The dating world. Well, I can't ask you dating but I can ask you, Truth. I can't ask Pink because she's a woman. She's not dating.
How I feel about it, I feel like that nowadays people in society, they too busy looking for people that can keep up with them, like on their level and this, that, and the third. But I would ask a couple people like, yeah, they do this and that, like they pay your phone bill and stuff that for you, but what does that person does for you?
Mm-hmm.
What does that person make you feel?
That's
and
right.
People, they stray from that because they're too worried about how society might view them as. And that's the one thing that gets me like a little irate because I feel like that's shallow and that you're not looking from the person from the inside because you're so busy looking from what's on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like people, I think they forgot like about the emotions that comes with being with the person. Like, how does this person make you feel when they walk into the room? The way that they smell, the way that they look, like you just lights up.
That's how you be writing them good ass songs.
Real right.
That's what it's really all about. It's about love. Even if they didn't have these materialistic things, do you still love them? Yeah. Like, would you be there for them?
That's why they say, they always say it's good to go through when you're, I guess this would go into dating and relationship, like, when you're with someone, you should see them broke, you should see them happy, you should see them angry, you should see them sad, so you know how they maneuver. Like, if you go through a broke time with your significant other, and you like, wait, this girl's we both sitting here, bro. She ain't trying to get no money. Wait, now she okay with us both being broke? That's some stuff that'll turn. I know for me that'll turn me off. Like, oh, I'm a hustler. I'm gonna go get it. Right. I got a million ways to make money. Let's go make some money. Like, so if you're not for me, I'd be like, nah, that's a turn off. So I know for men it's probably the same way. Like, you don't want a girl who's gonna stay with you where you're broke, but if you know that that's how she carried when she broke, then that's kind of like, okay, well, I'm getting to know. That's part of getting to know somebody. Like, because you like, okay, or when she's like, or when she feeling herself, if she like demeans you or talks to you differently around her friends or something like that. Like, things of that I feel like things of that nature. But I feel like that ties into what both of you guys said about like people. Like, I'm big on intentions, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like people's intentions when they enter a relationship, like for what you were saying, it could be like females wanting the money and all that, but I feel like also that's connected to like the people that these guys look up to. They're talking about tricking on a girl or flexing for a girl, so they're looking up to them. They're a problem too, but then the female are the problem because they're the ones feeding it. So it's just a circle. It's a vicious cycle. But I feel like that's connected to that.
It's basically having the yin with the yang.
The yin with the yang, but in a bad way. But like in a bad, like an evil yin yang. Facts. And I think for you, what you were saying, like in terms of people not like having the feeling anymore, I feel like our whole society right now is based on like vanity. Like social media, like if you don't have a business to promote or you don't have anything going, like what is the point of you posting selfies of yourself every day? For what?
Right.
Like, who cares? Like, no, sorry, not sorry. Who cares? If you're not promoting anything and you just keep posting selfies and like I be seeing the little eyelash fluttered over here, you be the camera like what are you looking at exactly?
Right.
Like what's going on?
Working.
And then working what? Working my nerves. They be having the little eyelash over here, the eye be over here, the eyelash be like stuck like on glitch mode because they wearing the filters.
Think about it like this though.
Like everything is so
think about how many men got in a DM from that one picture.
Oh yeah.
And think about how many of them willing to spend a couple $dollars just to try to get them.
Yeah. And that leads back in, and that's what leads back to the girls that you might run into who's looking like, well, the last one paid my rent, the last one paid my phone bill, so what you gonna pay car? Exactly. Like they looking at you for the next one because they've already experienced this in so many ways, or it'll be like people who try to like fake it till they make it type of way, like oh yeah, shorty, let me take you out. Oh, my car in the shop, can you come get me? Then they get there. Right. Oh damn! I forgot my wallet. Like one of those like TV episode kind of. But yeah,
I'm gonna give you this one too. How about the chicks that not even on a well? He paid my phone bill last month. What can you do for me? What about the ones that's looking for them? Okay, he paid the phone bill last month. Can you pay it this month? What about them that just got him in rotation? Man. To where as though she not always in his pocket because she can go to his pocket.
One time I was at a festival, right? And I was vending. Mm-hmm. And I watched somebody go through multiple contexts so they could get their drink. It be like that. I believe, I'm just adding to your point.
Wait a minute, so she was broke and she had to call a couple?
It wasn't like she had to. This is what she do. Yeah, this wasn't even in PA. It was in Jersey, but it was just like one of those situations, huh?
She watched the show.
I don't know. She watched. Shout out to you if you watched the show,
watch
Jersey
it back
girl.
If she do.
Jersey girl.
You want to tell about my
Jersey girl? I'm gonna tell you one thing, Jersey girl. I don't agree with your lifestyle, but get it how you live, girl. Get it how you live, girl. She got the drink. She got multiple, and she got a 420 drink. She was lit.
She had on sneakers.
No, she had. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the girl had on. She had on green.
From Jersey. She
had the green. She had the cash app. She had the ding ding ding.
Jersey girls will wear the sexiest outfit and throw it off with the sneakers. Like
not the lingerie and Air Force Ones. They love that with the little jeans. They love that one. That's a Philly thing too. I'm seeing Philly girls wearing.
No, don't do that.
What? I do.
Don't do that. You see. Be from your county, from where you from, but
if we gonna be clear, I'm from Missouri to be clear. To be clear. So
we don't even know nobody out there.
Huh? You don't know Nelly? You don't know Sexy Red? You don't know my cousins now?
All right. Right. I forgot St. Louis is in Missouri. Right.
And
right.
You don't know Tech
I'm
Nine?
From the Loop.
Tech Nine.
Okay.
Shout out to my cousins. What's up, cousins?
All right.
I always say that. You know Nelly, my cousin, right?
Yo, I'm actually trying to go out St. Louis. You know what? Never mind. That's a whole nother story.
We're gonna chat about a little group trip later.
It's a script route there, I'm trying to say.
Oh my God, never mind. I'm gonna see my godparents and everything talking about the strip club. But yeah, y'all.
Godparents too.
So, get your pink drink. But also, so we are going to get into another scenario before we wrap up. Double truth. Are you ready for the scenario?
I'm ready.
All right, because this is the one.
This is the icing on the cake.
You are placed in a room with 100 people. If you're better than all of them at one thing, you win $100 million. What are you doing?
With the $100 million?
No, so like you're in the room, right? You're in this room, and like you have to do something, but you have to do it better than everyone else, and it's 100 people. So you got to be like 1 out of 100, the best at this. But if you could choose anything to do, what would you do to win the money?
It will most definitely be writing.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely.
Double check.
Like if I was like going like against like a couple of people with songwriting, I would let it know like right now that ain't no way.
So you walking out with the bag.
You
walking out with the bag, and that's that on that.
Talk your shit.
Because that's something that I'm really confident in, and I've been doing this. Like I've been songwriting since before I was singing. I've just been writing songs, just writing songs all the time, and then I would come up with lyrics in my head, and then what techniques, like if I wanted to use an allegory or a metaphor, alliteration, like
Shit,
that's
y'all hear that?
something
He
that
breaking
I
it
can
down.
like really get into and break down and show like versatility.
Right.
Some of y'all
I
don't even
know
know what an
you
allegory
believe
is.
in love. She got to.
Man.
That's my. Oh, I ain't gonna get tired. Not too much. Listen, Double Truth. Y'all better be there. Actually, April 1st. Y'all better be at the Vibe because both of these guys are spotlighting.
You know.
Both of these guys are spotlighting.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all definitely pop out one time. It's gonna be a good time. It's April Fool's Day, so y'all know we gonna act the fool.
Yeah.
April Fool's Day, which is
Pink
5
drink.
days
I'm gonna be in the corner
before my
Pink drink.
birthday.
Holla at me. I'm at
So just know,
Y'all know where they at? I got y'all.
Right.
pink
But-
drink,
but what-
you won't be able to think.
But what about you? If you
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna be on all pink drinks that night. Like, hold up, pink, my fault. But the Vibe April 1st, when I mean I'm coming different, I might even take my shirt off. I can't get in my full birthday suit, so I might get in half of it. Listen, your boy's birthday.
he gonna hit me like
You
look
gotta
at the jug
think,
and
the
lose his
Vibe
mind.
that Monday. My birthday is that Saturday. We going up,
My
man.
birthday Sunday.
You birthday
wow.
that Sunday, April 7th?
Yeah.
Aries, look at that. This show
Yeah.
lit tonight.
Yeah.
We lit.
Gang,
We lit.
gang.
Aries gang. Yeah, that's
you already
us.
know.
But I'm gonna
Y'all
let you go
stubborn
first,
as
Pink.
shit.
What's your joint is? What would be yours? I'm gonna let you go first. Cause the way I'm gonna wrap it up, gonna mess it up. Watch.
I don't really know. I don't know. I feel like I do a lot of things well, so
Just like a
I'll
woman.
probably make
to
a
ask a question
drink.
and then say I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't know. I really didn't
Just like
count
a
on
woman.
to answering this. I was gonna let y'all answer.
Whoa! No! No! Listen,
But I would
our
say-
rules from here on out. If look, she asked a question, she gotta have an answer too.
Yeah.
Get in the comments and let us know if that's only fair or not. Go ahead, y'all.
Well, I mean, to be honest, the first time I ain't never had an answer. I always got an answer.
That's
But
true.
I would say probably like either making drinks, rapping. I'm confident in my pen. I write, and you know what I mean. I would say anything that I do now, I do feel like I do at a high level. So I would do any of the things that you could catch me doing now. I would probably do it there.
Okay. So this how one of our conversations is about to come full circle. So here's the thing. If y'all been paying attention to this episode so far, y'all gonna understand this answer right here. If it's one thing that I had to do, one thing, y'all, that I had to do better than anybody else, that will be listening and giving good advice. And that ties back into taking on, what's that called? Trauma what?
Trauma dump.
Trauma dumping. So you can go ahead and dump it all on me. I'm gonna sit there and listen. I'm gonna give you some like advice back, and I can do that better than anybody I'm saying that I know. Listen,
Right.
we nice with it. We nice with it.
All right.
I
So-
also think like the very one thing that will like make sure like you win $100 that you're confident in doing is being yourself.
There you go.
Being yourself.
See, I love that double truth.
Being yourself.
I
That's
love
the
that.
most important
That's
thing.
key because a lot of people don't do that.
Exactly. People, they will come up to you and they will be someone that they're not. Like, I would challenge everyone to be themselves because that should be enough. You're worth $100 million.
Hello.
So you gotta act like that you're $100 million.
Yeah. I love that
That's
double
real
truth.
right.
Oh
That's
my
real right.
god. that was
Listen,
great.
shout out to Double Troop. This was his first time potting, and I must say, he nailed it. He got it.
All right, thank you so much for Double Truth for coming on as a guest. You already know you're more than welcome back. I'm so excited for your spotlight performance. He got a little something up his sleeve, y'all. So
Yeah.
stay tuned in. Stay tuned
Stay
in.
tuned.
You want to sign off, Dre?
Oh, you want me to go first, or y'all?
You go first.
Okay. Man, she put me on the spotlight. You know, artists say no. But yeah, though, y'all. Make sure that y'all at the Vibe April 1st. I just want to say that, you know, last Vibe was crazy, but this one on April 1st, we gonna act a fool on April Fools. You heard what I said? And listen, we on all pink drinks that night. Make sure that y'all come holler at Pink, get them pink drinks because I know I'm gonna be on them tequila reds. I'm gonna be dumping them Jones back like they hugs from back in the day, just like this, quarter hugs on them.
Oh my
You
God.
know what I'm saying? Because listen, when I get on like that stage, I'm gonna go something stupid. But make sure that y'all follow me on all platforms. mainly Instagram. I'm gonna get the Facebook back popping, but Instagram at the number 2, the word cocky, Dre. You know, once again, number 2, the word cocky, and DRE. Make sure that y'all get with me, man. We got a lot coming. The album is coming soon. The EP is coming soon. Get with me.
You want to say?
Make sure that y'all follow me on Instagram, True Music, TRUU.music. I just dropped a new single called All of Me on Spotify and YouTube. I'm making sure that I'm getting on all streaming platforms. I advise y'all to come to April 1st because I got something in the tuck. So y'all better get ready. Get ready, get your cameras out, your phones out, and let's get lit. I'm gonna definitely be at the section getting my paint drinks. Make sure y'all get your paint drinks.
And I love to hear
I don't think they're gonna be ready for you, True.
Yes.
No, they're gonna be very surprised.
I know. As soon as you sing my joint, I'm like,
yeah,
I'll be on there. I'm gonna grab the mic like,
represent. We gonna get very lit.
Yes, I'm so excited. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Ranting Raving Podcast. We'll be back at you next week, so stay locked in, because once you locked in, ain't no switching up. I'm your girl, Pink Lee, and we out.
He's in.